Hello, 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 and happy Monday, Facebook family. How's everyone doing? Woo, I'm excited. This is one of my favorite topics to talk about, and I think it can apply not only to those of you who are leaders within the network marketing profession, but if you are a leader in any capacity, I think this can apply to you too. So when you hop on, if you're watching live, I would love if you'd say, hey. If you're watching by a replay, hashtag replay in the comments. Hi, Harlan. Hey. Hey, Megan. Awesome. Okay, a few people are hopping on. I'm just going to hop right into it, you guys. So first of all, I'm Ashley Salmadani. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I am a blogger, and then I'm also a network marketing professional and a leader in that space. And so I have one key that I really want to share with you that I feel like is one of the reasons that I have experienced success. And it's something that I had to learn the hard way. Definitely had to learn this the hard way. My background is actually in educational leadership, but that's different. So there's some things that translate and there's some things that don't. I see Nicole's on. Hi, Nicole. All right, you guys. So I want to tell you about this number one secret for really growing a thriving team, a team who wants to stick around, a team that's not going to start and stop and leave you at the drop of a dime, a team that will really be a source of joy to your life and that you can be a source of joy for. And it really is so much more fulfilling than just running a business, because if you run your network marketing business like you would just a straight up business, it ain't gonna work, okay? Because it's all about relationships, it's all about people. And if you're a leader in the network marketing space, you know that you are leading volunteers. No one has to do anything that you say. You're not really in any sort of position of authority. So it's really important to have this one certain skill. So how many of you, let me ask a question. So first of all, because I know not all of my friends are network marketers, that would be really weird, just like not all of my friends are bloggers or teachers. So anyway, how many of you are a leader in any capacity? So whether that be in your church, whether that be in your community, whether that be you lead a Facebook group, like whatever it might be. If you're a leader, I want you to say me, little raised hand emoji in the comments, and tell me, where are you a leader? In what sphere are you a leader? There's so many different ways. Are you a leader in your home? Are you a leader as a mom? Everyone's a leader in some capacity, but tell me, where are you a leader? And I want you to kind of get your thinking cap on, because this is going to be specific tips for leaders in network marketing, but I know this can apply because this is a huge secret to leadership overall, and it's something that I hope is super helpful. So if you would like to know what that big secret is, the number one thing that you really need to build a thriving team, to build a large team, to sustain all of that, if you want to know what it is, I want to see all the hearts, because I really like, it just makes me feel better about myself. This secret also happens to be the reason that there is a chicken on my bookshelf. So if you're watching and you're on my team, guess what? So anyways, you guys, here we go. The number one secret, and this is something that I learned, that I did not make this up on my own. I learned this from literally a marketing guru, one of the top minds in our industry. His name's Ray Higdon. If you haven't read his book, it's called Freakishly Effective Leadership for Network Marketers. You've got to read it. It's a must read, super short. You can get it on Audible as well, but it is like golden nuggets. Every page was like highlight, full highlighter probably for the whole book. But the number one secret you need to grow a thriving team is culture. Hashtag culture in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. Hi, Melody. Hi, Jessica. Melody is a leader in her 9-to-5 job. Yes. And so was I. And as you guys know, or well, maybe you don't know, I was a leader in the educational world, a special education program coordinator, and then made the transition to staying at home and then working at home 2 years ago. And now I'm back into full-time leadership again, but in a totally different realm, and I just absolutely love it. But culture is the key. Culture is the key. So I'm going to tell you, why is culture important, especially as a network marketing professional, as a leader, and why is it important? And then practical tips, like things that you can do. And these are the things that I actually do with our team that I think is a huge reason why we do have a really dynamic team. One of the reasons why we've been able to double our volume in a period of probably 3.5, 4 months by making a few simple tweaks. So I hope these are super valuable for you. If they are, remember, you can always, I love when you guys share these videos. You can tag people if you think this would be relevant. If you have one person, So if you sign up and you are with a company and you have one person that you're working with that you bring on board, you are a leader. So you want to set yourself up to be the kind of leader and to have the kind of culture that you want to be a part of and that you want to bring people on board to. Because if you're in network marketing just for a paycheck, it ain't gonna work. And I feel like I said ain't twice, but apparently that's what I say when I'm passionate. If you're in network marketing and it's just for a paycheck and to make money, that ain't gonna work. That's not inspiring to anyone. That's not motivating to anyone. And people can smell that from a mile away. You better have a larger vision and a larger mission that you can, well, I'm getting ahead of myself. That's part of the tips. Hi, Sarah. Okay, you guys, so here we go. What is culture? So, as humans, we all have this need to, it's like that, what is that hierarchy of need? Oh my gosh, hierarchy of needs. Someone tell me if you remember it. But one of our basic human needs is to feel like belonging, to feel a part of something. And when you're in network marketing, if you're a leader, the people that you're working with, the people you're blessed to work with are there voluntarily. They chose of their own volition. Most of the time, 80% of people, more than that probably, are not doing it to replace their income and be a six-figure earner in network marketing. Some of us are just crazy like that, but that's not what most people are doing. They are looking for a place to belong, something that they can do to make, $200 to $500 extra a month, but have fun doing it. They're not looking to get into like a second 9-to-5 job with a boss, down their throat telling them what to do. So culture is important. So it's the atmosphere that you create in your team chat, in your team page. It's just the feeling and the vibe that people get being a part of your tribe. So think about that culture. And if you're not in network marketing, I'm sorry, you're like, what? This is nutty, but it's the best. It can be the best part of your experience in the industry, but it can also be a really disappointing part. So for me, creating a culture that I feel ecstatic to bring people into as, almost like, I don't know which is the bonus. Obviously the business part, I would not share the business piece if I didn't wholeheartedly believe in it. I left my former business because I could no longer do that. But even more important than that is, what do you have that's going to have people staying in that tribe, staying in that culture, staying in your business? It's a volunteer army, and that's so important. It's the one thing you must develop. I see Dana's on. Hi, Dana. All right, you guys, so why is this important? And I've kind of touched on this a little bit. This was game changing, and I would love to do a whole live on it, but I'm not trying to be like a trainer for network marketers, but I do think that this is something that I have some good experience with and have learned the hard way. Like I said, I've learned the hard way on this. So there's something called the Thompson Rule, you guys. Has anyone ever heard of the Thompson Rule? If you have, show me some hearts. I'm not sure. This was something that was new to me. I also learned this from Ray Higdon. Thompson Rule, I'm going to look at my notes so I make sure I get the numbers right. It's basically the gauges of people's desire, okay, when they join a network marketing company. I did a live last week about, the fact that most people get into network marketing as a side hustle. They're not trying to replace their full-time income. They're not trying to it's truly a side hustle, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it being your side hustle and not your bae. Like I said, you're before everything else. So 80%, so the rule is this: 80, 15, and 5. 80% of the people who join your organization, whether you have one person or 5 or 500 or 7,000, 80% are going to have the desire to earn $0 to $500 a month. That is their desire level, and that is totally okay. And what the majority of people that you ever work with, that will be their desire. They've got other stuff going on. They're not trying to make it their whole thing. They don't have your same level of desire, and that's okay. So that's 80% of your whole entire organization. You had better make them feel culture-wise just as important as your top producer. It's so important because they're 80% of your paycheck. So that is so incredibly important. You can't really, there's not a whole lot you can do to change someone's desire level, but you can certainly give them value and a place of belonging and something freaking fun so that they stay with you and they're a part of your tribe, because they are just as valued and appreciated as these next percentages. So there's 80% wanting to make $0 to $500 per month. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Kathy. There is 15%. Again, this is the 80, 15, 5. 15% of people in your organization want to make, they have the desire level to make $2,000 to $3,000 a month. Okay, so they want, the 15% want to make that $2,000 to $3,000 a month. Okay, so there's that other desire level, right? And then you have your crazies, raised hand emoji in the comment, if you're crazy, who have the desire to make like that $25,000 plus a month, like want to just, that is their desire income level wise. They want to make that much impact, that they're making that much money per month. So there's that very few. You're not going to be bringing in the 5%ers en masse, right? What I used to think, because I do have that mentality, what I used to think was, and because I also was pretty naive, didn't know like a lot of I didn't really know about the industry. I just got into it and was like, I'm in this. Like I saw the potential, I saw the vision. And I thought, why would anyone get into network marketing if they didn't have that mentality? That is so wrong. That is so wrong. And if as a leader, you're assuming that everyone is like a 5%er or a 15%er, you're going to be running things, unless you just happen to be like a culture master automatically, you might be running things in a way that's chasing people off, making them feel guilty, making them feel like they're not a part of what it is that you're doing because they don't have the same desire level as you. But that is not everyone should or needs to have that same desire level. So anyway, the 5%ers, you don't have to motivate those people. They are internally driven, self-motivated. They're going to figure it out no matter what kind of culture it is. They're going to be doing their thing. Oh gosh, totally off topic. But if you can get really good at creating a culture that's attractive to people that join you in business and gives them a place where they're genuinely happy and feeling good and having fun. Hashtag fun in the comments if you're someone who likes to have fun and it wouldn't be appealing to you to join a network marketing side hustle if you weren't having fun, because that just seems ridiculous. I know I wasn't looking for fun, but it was in my first business, I realized I wasn't having fun. I'm like, well, this, even though I am making good money, this isn't worth it. And I made a lane change. So hashtag fun if fun is also something important to you, because hashtag guess what, chicken butt, it is to me. Oh my gosh, totally lost my train of thought, you guys. But anyway, so there's 80%, that's going to be the majority, that's the majority of your business. You need to treat and nurture that 80% with your culture, with a culture that celebrates activity, celebrates birthdays, celebrates, babies being born, rather than just rank advancements. In my first business, I really made that mistake. And that's, you learn as you go. Once you know better, you do better. I see Katie's hopping on, Sarah's hopping on, Lindsay's hopping on. Once you know better, you do better. But what I did in my first business was I really only kind of shouted out and celebrated like rank advancements. So the things that not everyone is doing frequently and that not everyone even cares to do. And so you'll find if you're running your business that way, people are not going to be as engaged. They're not going to be as involved. You're not going to have a dynamic team. The team that I have now, I'll start crying if I really talk about them, but these ladies, I have never ever seen any like more synergy. They're not making money from each other. They truly love each other, support each other, collaborate. It's amazing. People are like having, building actual friendships outside of business. And that's because of culture, because it's not just about business. It's not even mainly just about business. But guess what? If people are happy, they're going to be more likely to work their business and continue to work their business. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? If you are, and especially if you're a leader, if you have even one person on your team or you would like to have one person on your team, set yourself up for this, because it truly is the key to maintaining and growing, okay? If you're constantly having to fill a leaky bucket, that's not a good thing. So this is the number one key. So now practical tips. This is what I always love, because this all sounds great in theory, and it's not a theory. It's been not tested, but it's been applied. So I'm going to give you some practical tips and things that you can do to start creating culture in your team that's going to make people want to stick around for the long haul. See, Sam's on, Tracy, love these girls. Tracy, you are a huge part of our culture. As you see, I got mine in last day, got it in, I got my chicken butt in there. Kind of a little non-traditional, but I did it. I was pretty proud of myself. All right, you guys, so practical tips. Number one, don't be a manager. So in my previous role, I was my title was actually like management, okay? And so you're not a manager as a network marketing professional. Your job is to create systems, to inspire, to lead from the front, to do the things that you're asking people to do them yourself, right? That's what's going to be motivating and inspiring. You can't tell or make anyone do anything, okay? So your job is not to be a manager. Huge key. Second tip, stop using the word, and again, guilty. I totally did this, and then through experiencing kind of the opposite of this and it not feeling good, I've since totally changed this. So stop using the words like my team, I did this, my and I, like all of those like egocentric type of words, and instead replace them with our team, they, we, you all. Like it's our, it's not my, mine, me. If you're a leader in network marketing and you haven't switched that verbiage, you gotta do it, okay? It doesn't make anyone feel good if you're making it all about you, because it's not all about you, okay? That's the whole nature of this business model, is you are collaborating as a team. So that's a huge one. In your team, so if you don't already have one, I would suggest creating a team chat. If you're on Facebook, you could do one on Instagram as well through just a DM thread. Have everyone in your team in the team chat, and don't make it just about business. In ours, we're like putting, captions on GIFs and like kind of teasing each other and like just being totally silly, but it's so fun. It's like the highlight of, most of my days, to wake up chatting with these ladies. I'd like check it throughout the day. It's so much fun. And yes, we talk about business things, but it's just it's a community. It's a fun vibe. So in your team chat, thanking people, showing gratitude, showing appreciation. If you're a leader in network marketing, your default setting, Ray Higdon also says this, apparently I'm like super fan, I am. His saying is default setting gratitude. So as a network marketing leader, if your default setting isn't gratitude for that team that you have built and are building, that's your step one. So get into a place of gratitude and express that on the daily. If you have people that are on, if your business, if you have your team members who are on like a smart ship or an auto ship, and that's all they ever do, you better be thanking them for that. That's a part of your business. That's a part of your paycheck. So being appreciative, giving people an opportunity to shine. So if I have people on our team and they're not really, they're in it to just be part of the community and maybe like, share some products that they like, but they're really a dynamic part. They're like the cheerleaders. They are like creating content for our customer group. There's so many ways that you can make people feel a part of something and a part of your culture, and it's awesome. And maybe that's the thing that stretches them to go do something else alongside of your business that's entrepreneurial and changes their life and others' lives. I don't know, but I just know that if you kind of keep in that space of gratitude and help other people to grow and encourage them to grow, encourage them to shine in their own unique way, that's a huge part of culture. Don't be all about business in your team page either. Do silly, fun things. Do random incentives that have nothing to do with business. You guys will start seeing more of this like chicken butt stuff coming up, but that's totally random, has nothing to do with business. But we had so many laughs and so much fun with that over this last week and weekend. I mean, you'll see. I don't even know how I'm going to share what I'm going to share because some of them are so wacky. But anyway, celebrating activity versus accomplishments. I think I already went over that. Celebrating the activity. If you see someone put up an amazing post, or they do a Facebook Live, or they've been, bringing on new customers, celebrating activity, not just like, yeah, you got like golden platinum level status, celebrating only those things. Have fun. I think I'm kind of repeating myself, but I think one of the most important things is having a vision yourself. So if you're in network marketing, again, whether you have one person on your team or whether you've got a whole huge team, having a vision that's beyond the business side. Like, what is your actual like purpose for being on earth, and how are you using your network marketing business as a tool for that, right? So it's not, if it's about your paycheck and it's about money, that's not inspiring. That's not going to create culture. I do think that's a great part about network marketing. It's a turnkey to be able to do so many other things that money can do that are really good in the world, whether that's just for your family, whether that's donating, whether that's being really involved in charities, whether that's starting another business to help others. I don't know what that is, but you have to communicate your bigger vision to your team. They have to understand what it is that they're being a part of and where you're all going together as a team. And those are really my best practical tips for creating a team culture that's going to be dynamic, that people are going to be attracted to, want to be a part of, want to stick around for. And that really is the key to building a dynamic team, but also a large team. If you're constantly filling a leaky bucket, it's, that's not gonna do well long term. So anyway, you guys, I hope you found this valuable. If you did, #value in the comments. I hope that this helps you go out and make little tweaks in your own business as a leader in the network marketing profession, so that you're able to have a culture that is just like the most attractive, amazing thing ever, and you have teammates that are so happy to be there, everyone's having fun, and also producing, because it's kind of like a chicken egg thing, but you can't leave out the culture part, or eventually you will have no team to have a culture with. So anyway, you guys, hope this was valuable. Have a great, wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.